Welcome students. Today's our topic is how IoT works. So we have come across the great change in the world around us in the last century when there are computers come into the reality and we realize that we can let machine do some task that is repetitive. Later, people found that all these machines or that is computers can communicate with each other to realize a bigger goal than an individual. Now, with the Internet of Things, we are making our universe so small that we feel not only connected to everything that we own all the time, but also able to control them remotely. So some of these things or devices are so smart that they even don't need human control. Now devices or the things in the Internet of Things is basically an embedded system with the specific hardware components for dedicated purpose and which is uniquely identified over the global internet, and it capable of sensing its environment, collects some kinds of text or the numerical or numeric raw data from the environment and send it to the cloud-based server for processing with wired or wireless communication technology. And based on the information and communication or the knowledge received, whatever information and the knowledge which we received from server, reply can respond to the or act on its environment. So the term Internet of Things was coined more than a dedicated or more than a decade. Some of the industry or the research communities have come up with a number of revolutionary products as a contribution to Internet of Things. Almost every device of Internet of Things environment follows a common pattern. And for here, see the example, this diagram, where every device has to sense the environment with the help of the sensors and collecting the raw data in terms of numeric or number format, which will be digitized using the analog to digital converter, and this digital data is transferred either to the cloud server or the shared with the neighboring devices. And then and cloud-based server is process these received data, and then based on the information or the knowledge, then this server is reply, and that can respond or act to its environment with the help of the actuators. So this is a complete cycle of how IoT will work. Now, what are the various elements of Internet of Things? A device of in Internet of the Things typical has I/O interface for sensors and actuators, audio video interfaces, a processing unit, a memory interface, a several interface connections of the to the other devices or the gateways, or sometimes it is a GPU. So the first element, that is the sensor. Things or devices in Internet of Things have sensors which are capable of sensing their environment and collect data. Since the processing of this data will be done on the cloud-based servers, so typically the sensor collect the data will not be stored on the devices for the long duration because of they are having a very less memory. So these data will be transferred to the server using the various communication technologies such like wireless technology, communication technology, and the sensors mainly used to sense the temperature, humidity, fire, smoke, harmful gases, volatile organic compound, dust, sound levels, and light intensity, voltage, power, current, digital input output, proximity, that is for calculating the distance, etc., etc. Now the second element is actuator. Actuators are the component which are responsible for acting on the environment. So in some sense we can say that actuator completes the loop of the Internet of Things, that is collecting of raw data by the sensor and is transferring data to either smartphone or the cloud-based servers for processing and generating the knowledge and representing in the required format and responding to the environment or taking some action based on the input from the smartphones, that is user or the server. If a temperature sensor detect the temperature at an office or at room above a certain degree, then the actuator may be informed to turn on AC. When the CO2 level in the room rises above its threshold level, then an exhaust will be turned on using the actuator. So actuators are components which are responsible for acting on the environment. Now the next one is RFID. RFID, radio frequency identification, has evolved a great contribution to the applications based on the Internet of Things, because RFID is a kind of wireless communication and data collection technology which uses the radio frequency to transfer data between the RFID reader and RFID tag that attach to the movable items with the purpose of identification, tracking or categorizing. So the RFID tag represents a simple chip or label attached to provide the object identity. The RFID reader transmits a query signal to the tag and receive the reflected signal from the tag. So which in turn it passes to the database. The range of identification items by RFID reader may vary from few centimeters to several meters. RFID tags are cheap in cost and require the little power. So RFID technology has been successfully used in the area of like inventory management, asset tracking, transportation industry and healthcare industry. RFID is the first technology used to realize the machine-to-machine concept. So in IoT, the RFID, the radio frequency identification, has a great contribution to the application which is based on Internet of Things. Now the next one is gateways. A gateway of Internet of Things is not just responsible for forwarding the packets, data packets from the local network to cloud-based server, but it has to process the packets received from the sensor before forwarding to data centers or the cloud-based centers. Such processing can be a filtering of the messages or avoiding the forwarding redundant data to server. So we take an example. Consider that the temperature sensor sends the data packets to the local gateway. The gateway should be intelligent enough to decide that until there is a variation in temperature value, no packet should be forwarded to the server for the processing, as it may create unnecessary traffic in the network or also the redundant processing on the server. So as it is easy to access a single gateway than a number of sensor nodes, a gateway should be the single point of monitoring the system. So gateway is very important in the Internet of Things. Now next one is cloud-based server. The Internet of Things include cloud-based server as a core component because all the processing part is to be done at here. So as the device are typically small embedded systems which have limited processing capability and are power constrained in the IoT devices. So we can't perform the data processing, analysis, representation of data, and the generation of report on these devices. So we collect all the data from the sensor. Okay, so collect the sensor data at the local gateway, and its supply, or it was simply forwarding to the cloud server. Means these data packets, forwarded data packets to the cloud server, cloud-based server, or data centers, which have high storage capacity and are capable of processing the stream data. So these servers are available free of charge for almost our practical purpose. So these are the different various elements of Internet of Things, and in this way the Internet of Things will work. Thanks, student. Thanks to all of you.